Purist, I'll be coming at you with some Season 6 action from the Cabal Vision Championship Cup playoffs. And we are going to be covering the quarterfinals now, and as you can see in the first round, we have our next guys coming up. And Bretonnian team, we are going to be covering them, and they actually got a free win, 2-1 admin decision because we could not get in touch with the Heavy Kings, the Norse team, unfortunately. But that will mean that Bretonia will be facing off against the Ratonia. Bretonia versus Ratonia? But yes, Skaven team, as we saw in the last bit, Nurgles just a little bit outmatched, unfortunately. But we are going to see them today. And without further ado, let's go ahead. We are going to have a second game today. And we're going to cover Great Green Wallop Duckies team taking on Cricket So Horny. And so before we jump into that, let's jump into this replay, yeah? Alright, so in my preliminary match preview, I did say that I do like the Skaven team, and it's only because I really like their one-turner. Bretonnians also with a lot of weapons as well. This is a tough one to call, I'll tell you that much, but we are about to see what is up, what is going to be up. But Ratonia, they are going to be facing off against Bretonnian team here. Debaser, 06P. The Bretonnian team taking on the Skaven team, coached by Washburn, Ratonia. And that's right, guys. We're going to take a look at the skills, but definitely, guys, when you see the Skaven team, you'll just be like, oh yeah, these guys look good. But Debaser, a pretty solid coach. I dare say that he may have something. But Skaven team, as you can see there, no inducements there. But Debaser, he's gonna have a bribe for today's match, so we'll see which one we get the better of it. It appears that Ratonia is gonna choose to kick, and I don't know. I kind of like it better when Skaven team gets the ball, but that's just me, I suppose. But let's take a look at the skills. As you can see there, a leap with the horns wrestle. And also the dodge with all this very long legs. And that's going to be really great. When he does that leap action, it is just going to be a 2+ on that leap. And so he can get just about anywhere in the backfield. And there's a nice ball hawk. He's not the best. Sure, he has wrestle, but that's just about it. No tackle for the defender stumbles. No strip ball for the push on the dice. And if the other team doesn't have sure hands, then they may be in trouble, which, as you can see from this Bretonnian team, nobody with sure hands. And so this is a perfect example of why strip ball is a good skill, guys. Sure, yeah, a lot of teams begin with the sure hands, but sometimes the ball doesn't always end up on them. Next up, as you can see there, the Skaven gutter runner, the one-turn touchdown threat, two-head sprint with that sure feet, as well as +1 in strength with the blodge. And as you can see, very difficult to stop, as well as Storm Vermin with that tackle, mighty blow ability up in the front line, trying to do some real damage. He's gonna have another Storm Vermin without any skills, wrestle and fend here, and then that will be it. Here he does have a guard line rat right there in the front. I think having one is just fine, but if you go too much guys with guard, I feel like a little bit too many guys. But sometimes it really just depends on how the league's going, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at this Bretonnian team now. He does have loads of good knights there. Good night, says the knight. But first, we are going to take a look at this lineman here. He's got wrestle and the fend innate. He does also have another one of these beautiful blockers with the tackle, guard, and the wrestle ability, and as well as having another lineman there with the dirty player. And he does have piling on mighty blow with the wrestle for that other blocker here, and then wrestle and the dodge for this other blocker. And now the knights, the staple here with the agility, access, dodge, sidestep, and then with the guard, and then here sidestep with the dodge ability, and there right here +1 in agility with that leap, tackle, with also the dodge and also the sidestep. So again, another one of those great ball hawks, even with the dauntless as well, to jump into those cages. He does have to tackle, but not with the wrestle, as you can see with the other ball hawk here. And then the other knights here with the line, with the leader and the blodge, and then the dauntless ability. Well, actually, they all have dauntless, but still, I mean, that makes them a really huge threat. And then wrestle with that dodge ability for that last blocker here. 3 linemen to come into the game. Skaven, he does have another extra person as well. I don't think he's going to be sitting that gutter runner for long, but I don't know. Actually, he did. He already set up for defense, so he is sitting the 4th gutter runner. And I'm not so sure about this. I feel like when you're going to be playing the Skaven team, you want to have all of your gutters in there no matter what. Oh man, what better way to put pressure on the other team than to have 9 movement allowance threats roaming around everywhere free in the backfield, right? I suppose without any real skills except for that dodge, then sure, maybe not a big threat, but that does mean that you are one less of an offensive threat yourself. You know, Skaven team, he's kicking it off. He's saying, okay, have the ball first. I'm going to try to steal the ball away from you, and then, if possible, turn it the other way. But he's kind of foregoing that a little bit. Well, we'll see how this works out for him. Bretonia is going to start off with the bashes on the front line. Not going to be able to get that Storm Vermin down. A little bit interesting that he puts the Storm Vermin up on the front line, but he does have block, so I guess not too bad with the armor value 8. But Lion Rats, that's what they're built for. They're built for going down, guys. So I just don't like the formation here. I feel like I put my stock in this team right there, and you're making some questionable calls right off the bat. You put Lion Rats in the front. You start off with your 4 gutter runners. That's what you do. Here's the blitz here. Mighty Blow piling on. He's going to be paying for that, and he will have that nice defender down dive. We'll be able to get that Lion Rat will be getting the injury. And that is going to be big. It's going to be the guard Lion Rat. Can't give him a niggling injury to boot. Not too bad there, but still, it is the guard Lion Rat. But that's kind of the reason why I don't like putting guard on my Lion Rats. Armor value 7 makes him a bit of a target. I like going with wrestle. I like going with something like that. And if you get doubles, get the dodge. I don't know, something like that. You know what I mean? You get things that will keep them up a lot longer. And heck, I feel like if you do get the dodge, then do it! Skaven team is going to be my 2nd most favorite team to play after the Dark Elves. And I have to say, this questionable lineup, it's eating away at my heart right now. He's going to get that hit in, gutter runner. We'll get that big blocker down. Mighty Blow piling on. Probably needs to get some fouls on. He does have somebody come in, but with that injury, I don't know if he really wants to get any more fouls in, but we'll see. Definitely instead probably get a Lion Rat with 30 players, something like that in the future. As I said before, you need 1 of 5 things, right? You need a ball carrier, offensive threat, ball hawk, and also a big hitter with a fouler on your team, right? I mean, that's what you need to have the greatest success in Blood Bowl. I mean, sure, you can kind of load up on the big hitters, right? I mean, you can get a Chaos team with lots of Claw, lots of Mighty Blow, right? But that almost makes you a little bit one-dimensional. If you don't get the injuries for some unknown crazy reason, then you're going to be a little bit of trouble. And then if you get an offensive threat and that offensive threat goes down, you can't rely on that one weapon to win you the game all of the time. Because it's done there. We'll be able to get down another Lion Rat here. We'll be getting some more armor value breaks. Just going to be another stun there in the front line. Skaven team will take that. It does have that Rat Ogre here. And again, I think one of the first few teams that I've seen taking the Rat Ogre does have that break tackle ability. So the nice thing about this Rat Ogre, he's not going to get too far out of position. And if you're not looking, if you're not careful, then he can make the quick little dodge out and then maybe be able to get the blitz on the ball carrier. Who knows? Better watch out for that, guys. Although, here comes the big cloud there. And it's going to be another Storm Vermin. Is that the Storm Vermin? Ooh, we'll be getting the KO. Nice little Lion Rat there up front. It's just going to get the KO. It's going to be the wrestle and fend Lion Rat. And so there goes yet another player down. No fouls called as of yet. We're going to miss that dodge here. And he's going to let that one go. kind of a long shot to get that dodge out. The lineman here for the Bretonnian team, only 2 agility, so not very easy to dodge out. They have that armor value 7, and so the only thing that really kind of saves them in the beginning is that fend ability that they get inherent, and that's definitely not enough for those guys. So he's going to try to dodge out, going to miss that dodge, going to get that injury on himself, and with that the numbers advantage is a little bit less, but still the Skaven team needs to get very aggressive if he wants to try to get to the ball, or he can just kind of sit back and allow this quick touchdown. I think honestly in this case, when you do get the kickoff here, get enough pressure to where the Bretonnian team will just score it and leave you enough time to get your own touchdown. As you can see, he does have that 1-turn touchdown threat. As long as he stays alive, then he can definitely turn it around, especially at the last round of 8, and then get that nice little quick touchdown. With that 2 heads, it does give him +1 to the dodge, and so basically it negates 1 tackle zone. You gotta watch out for that. You guys can do it. If you get the mutations on the doubles, get that 2 heads for your gutter runner and make him into a big offensive threat. And look at this guy go. And he sprint, sure feet. Oh man, so nice. You know, he probably got blocked first, then oh, he got the doubles, get the mutations, and then after that make him into a sprint, sure feet threat, and then suddenly you got a +1 in strength. So he's very viable on the defensive side as well. So he's not weak. This is a pretty well-built Skaven team, I'd say. Does have a few skills here to kind of roam about, but I mean, nothing that you can think that, oh man, I'm going to dominate these guys. But the Bretonnian team here, you may be able to do so. They get lots of fouls in with his linemen. And that's what they're there for, honestly. You face off a Bretonnian team, and all you see is dirty player on the lineman, and you're like, oh no, my guys. That's definitely a scary feeling right there. Wild Animal will keep him there on the right side. He'll still keep his tackle zones though, but no movement for him. And I think maybe the blitz, no, the blitz was not used. Wild Animal on the 4+, so no blitz, no block was going to be done. And here comes the hit. Mighty Blow with the tackle ability, trying to get down some of these knights, and will do so, trying to dodge away after the hit. Doesn't want to get in base-to-base contact with this lineman. We'll be able to dodge away just if so, and we'll be able to move back here. He's got the ball hawk sitting back here. Might try to jump in whenever convenient, but for right now, just want to stay back. Don't want to sacrifice too much here. Bretonnian team, he's going to be holding the ball for a little bit. Scored there at the very end. Don't want to give the Skaven team too much time on the clock, so he needs to kind of milk it. Needs to get some more injuries here on this front line, and he kind of is at the moment. He's got that 1 big injury and then the KO, and he definitely will get another foul off here on the dirty player. Line rat right there. Doesn't want to get the return fouls. Bretonnian team is going to move up just a little bit, just a tad. I like the Debaser's team. I honestly was just, oh, should I pick the Debaser or should I pick Washburn here with the Skaven team Ratonia? Ooh, it was a very tough pick, but since I hadn't seen the Debaser play yet, I've seen him play in past tournaments, but I haven't seen him play the Bretonnian team. I just thought, I like the Skaven team. I like how they played in the last bit. I didn't like some of the things that they did, but nonetheless, the skills. Lots of ball hawk. He's got the things that you need. Ball hawk, ball carrier. Got the fouler with that dirty player line rat, and then he's got the hitter with the mighty blow tackle guy right there, the storm vermin, and hell, he's even got the rat ogre as well, just to make sure. He's got a prehensile tail and everything. He does have that break tackle, and he will get the very long legs jump in with the leap, get the 1-dive block with the horns hit. Just gonna get a push with the 1-dive block. This was the moment he was gonna go for it. He's gonna dodge away. We'll be able to get out of there and out of trouble. And so there you go. That is the strength of having these gutter runners, especially with one with that leap and the very long legs mutation. Oh man, what great mutations this guy has. We have not really seen that in this tournament yet. is to go for that very long legs with the leap ability to try to get into the cages. And you need this as a Skaven team. As I have covered so recently in the North American TTS League Championship, the league that I run, you really need one of these ball hogs, and you almost kind of have to consider the leap. And if you can't get the mutations, get the very long legs. Now this is going to be a little bit odd looking without that leap, but at least you'll be able to get the interceptions here. A good little interception try there. So that's going to be nice. Safe throw can't be used, and so kind of nice little thwart to those high elves, and so that's nice. Player add 1 to d6 whenever he tries to intercept and use the leap skill. So that's a nice thing here. And safe throw can't be used, so high elves gotta kind of have to watch out for that guy. He's gonna get the hit in. Storm Vermin gonna get that armor value break. Just gonna get the stun there though. Not a big deal. Should maybe get the foul off. Round 5. The Bretonnian team has pretty much assured his touchdown at this point. Should go up 1-0. Here comes the foul with the lineman. Bretonnian team, that's what they're there for, right? You get a whole bunch too. They're fairly cheap when you think about it. And you get a whole bunch on the bench. And even if the Debaser didn't have a bribe, then these linemen would still be fouling their hearts out. But at least they'd be able to do it with somewhat impunity at first. Rat Ogre will get the blitz in. We'll get the 6 on the wild animal. Try to go over the top. We'll get the defender down guy. He's going to try to stifle up this cage as much as possible. If anything, just try to threaten them up a little bit to maybe think about scoring. At this point, Bretonnian team has no cause for it, but he does have to watch out though. Cage is getting a little bit more precarious, and this is the nice thing about having your Roger. And I mean, I'm a big advocate at the higher TVs for the Skaven team to get the Rogers, because sure, he's going to be a target, but who cares? He's got that nice 5 strength. He's got that prehensile tail. He's definitely a target, but at least he's not targeting down the gutter runners. That's my take on the situation. And he's a nice hole cracker for you. He can definitely try to break through, get into the cage, cause some havoc. And then once he gets some more levels up, right, you get that break tackle, you get the stand firm maybe, and if possible, get maybe a claw or something. But still, the Roger, I think, worth it. Definitely at the higher TVs, if you ask me. But the lower TVs, I think honestly, you start with the 4 Skaven and the 4, not 4 Skaven, but the 4 gutter runners for the Skaven team. That's the best kind of start, in my opinion. And then later on, consider the Raja. Yeah, and he's gonna get fouled on, and that's any armor value 8 big guy right there. They're gonna get fouled. Minotaurs, Rat Ogres, Yetis, armor value 8. They're gonna get fouled, and they're gonna try to take your big guy out. But again, they're hitting the Roger. They're keeping all my other guys kind of safe in a way, and it's not that easy to take them down. We'll get a nice hit in. He's going to continue trying to get some bashes in on the Bretonnian team. As you see, pretty much ceding the touchdown at this point with that blitz right here. Not going to poke his head in there too deep, as the Skaven team will pretty much be alright with this touchdown incoming. It's going to be 1-0 Bretonnian team, but Skaven team still looking to chop some heads, as it were. Turn 7. Bretonnian team, he himself isn't done yet. He's going to go and try to get some heads himself, some little skull heads, so he can hang around his neck. So far though, ever since the first bit there, even with that injury to the guard line rat, that's about it. KO. So far, Skaven team in this first half has avoided lots of bloodshed, I'd say, and so this is almost a ideal situation for the Skaven team. As long as he can get this little touchdown here on round 8, then he should have the favor to win this match. Oh, death injury here. And it's going to be on the gutter run, so you know he's going to blow the apothecary right there. Oh, and it's going to still cause an injury, even niggling injury. And so now the ball hawk, he's out of there, but man, it's going to be on turn 7, and the apothecary didn't really save him right here. does still suffer a lingering injury. Will be out the next game as well. So if the Skaven team somehow manages to win against the Bretonnian team, then he should be okay, but he won't have his ball hawk. Oh, another injury there. Since the apothecary already used, Roger's now out of there. No, Roger! And with that, as I was kind of saying how injury-free the Skaven team has gotten, but now not so much. Oh gosh, that couldn't have gone any worse for the Skaven team. Just as I was saying how injury-free they were, and how that was quite possibly counted as a win for the Skaven team. Now they're just a tad bit more prone. I tell you that much. He's out his ball hog. He's out the nice little hitter here in that rat ogre. And he's going to try some fouls on his own. He will get an injury there. And it's going to be on a guard tackle wrestle blocker. But unfortunately, he will get called for the foul. Oh boy. Skaven team almost couldn't afford that because he's got 3 injuries, and now the line rat with a dirty play with wrestle, he's going to get fouled out, and he's only got 1 gutter runner to come in. Oh gosh. But you know what? As long as he still has gutter runners on the pitch, he'll be fine with this. But still, one has to wonder how much his chances are going to be. Mighty Blue piling on. Try to get that Storm Vermin out, but not going to be able to do so. And with that, going to score the touchdown. 1-0. Debaser will go up. 06P. They are going to be looking pretty good here, especially after that nice round 7 with a whole bunch of injuries. Skaven team now, they're going to be looking to turn this around here. Needs to get this 1 move touchdown. Just needs to get 1 little push. He does have 12 spaces on his own. He's the 13th to get that score. Doesn't have sidestep, and so he's gonna have to get a nice little push here combination to get it. It's not 1 push, but he needs to open the hole here. Probably put him on the right side or left side, depending on how he's feeling. And Debaser is actually kind of putting it to where it is quite possibly going to stifle him up. Should get the hole on this line there, and looks like this is going to be it right here. And so the attack is going to be coming in from this right side. Push him into this hole. After that, this Storm Vermin will get another push. Get him the 1 space necessary. And then, if possible, even more, then get him another push to make it just that much more easier for the Skaven team to score. 1 move touchdown. There we go. It's going to be a kick. Oh, that looks short. And to the right. And okay, that's okay. That's going to be okay there. He's going to have to pick it up with the gutter runner and then get a little pass off over to here. And here we go. Here comes the hit. He's going to take away the assist there. Get the 2-die block. He will get the push here. Fend, but that's all right. He's going to push him in front of the Storm Vermin. And the Storm Vermin should be able to get this hit in. Get him to push him this way. And should be able to do so. There we go. Nice little push. We'll get the gutter runner up. I'm not sure why he moved this line rat right there, but nonetheless he did. I guess he wanted to just get him in range for this other push. There we go. And there. And now he will have him just a tad easier. However, he probably should have gave him the ball a little bit earlier. Now he's going to have to give it to him with 2 tackle zones. And the handoff is going to be a 4+ try with the handoff. Reroll. No, go. Oh, no. Oh, no. And that is it there. Almost had that 1 move touchdown. Oh, man. Even had the 2 pushes. I think no matter what, there was going to be 2 tackle zones on that ball catcher, but still. Oh, man. Just a slight, unfortunate chain of events. Had the 1-turner, though, as you can see, set up correctly. But unfortunately, the defensive Bretonnian team just putting his guys in the right spots there and was able to make it a 4+ catch. And unfortunately, not going to get anything out of it. Skaven team, though, is going to have his possession half, so don't you guys go away. Still loads more Blood Bowl to come. We're going to see Ducky take on the Lizard team pretty soon. So it is not over yet for all the Blood Bowl action. But first, yes, Skaven team now does have his shot at scoring this tying touchdown. Even with his little rats on the pitch, he still has a good shot at winning this game. It's not unusual for the Skaven team to see this type of deficit. Now, is it going to be a little bit more difficult to win? Yes, but not impossible. Here we go. Here comes the kickoff right now, the Bretonnian team. And it's going to be a nice high kick. Ball carrier's going to be able to get it. Will the Skaven team score it quickly? That's going to be the question. He may have to, actually, because he doesn't have enough Skaven rats around to hold up the midfield. The midfield is going to absolutely get ransacked by the Bretonnian teams. They're going to be able to flood into this backfield of the line of the Skaven team, getting past these line rats no problemo in the later bit. And so, if anything, Skaven team needs to somehow spread this defense, get by with his gutter runners, these guys here, and then get the pass off somehow. It's not looking like a easy task, but nonetheless, he's going to get a gutter runner up there. And if I was the Bretonnian team, I would definitely look and try to murder some gutter runners, if possible. These guys up front, not necessarily what you're scared of at this point. Really want to take down this gutter runner, or even this gutter runner, or better yet, this gutter runner with the two heads, with the sprint and the sure feet. I'm going to put that +1 agility elite tackle guy straight there in the center. Going to show his presence here, so this gutter runner will need to try to tuck away this ball. He can't cage up. He doesn't have enough rats to do that. And so he's going to have to do something awful here in the next coming. Maybe even doing a side cage. I see these rats didn't go with sidestep for his guys. Unfortunately, though, he went with the block on this first skill, and then the other gutter runner, well, he is out. And I do believe he does not also have sidestep either. So, gutter runners, no sidestep for you. Oh, he's going to be surrounding that mighty blow tackle. Storm Vermin, he will get the fouls off here. I believe he still has the bribe in hand. Look at the foul off. No calls yet. I can't believe he did use the bribe already. So, Bretonnian team is still going to get the fouls off. As I said, as long as he's got linemen in the bench, then fouls will be forthcoming. And with him being up in numbers, you darn believe he's going to get some more fouls off. There's the gutter runner going off along the right side, and that's exactly what he needs to do. Get offensive with it. Move the ball up as quick as you can, and then threaten the score. Milk as much time as you can off the clock. Get as close to overtime as possible, and then try to win the match in that respect there. Get the one die block, just the push here. It will be a fan, but that's okay. He just really wanted to get this guy out, so maybe shore up the cage. And he will re-roll that, because that's totally not enough to be safe from this Bretonia blitzer, and he will be able to get there. Won't get 1 of 9 today. Nice. He's going to be able to cover up, and so this guy here won't be able to get an easy blitz in there. He's going to miss another dodge. That's too bad right there. Definitely want to try to get his other rats out of there, but all these guys are going to get punched in the nose, and this could incur more injuries there. Bretonnian team is going to love this buffet right there. 1, 2, 3, snack it up. And after that, blitz down one of these gutter runners. And should just do it with the tackle blitzer there. Get him in there. Could actually take out the guy in front. He's going to get his guy in there. Yeah. We'll be able to get some 2-die blocks on all of these rats. Try to get some big injuries going if possible. Another depth injury. Skaven team is tasting it today. He's just the armor value 6 kick lineman, but that's what he gets for being slightly out of position and out of luck with the dodge. This other guy missed the dodge. This is all your fault, buddy. Storm Vermin trying to dodge out so he doesn't get hit himself. That could have been the Storm Vermin, really, to be honest with you. He's going to get his guys over there. Move in. I don't even think you need to leap in there to try and stop this ball, but at this point, he can do it. It'll be a 2-die block, right? No, it's going to be a 1-die block here if he leaps in there. But we'll see. He's going to try to get over there. Oh, he actually was going to get some go for it rolls to get the assist so he can get the 2-die block going. So with that, he's going to fail this. And this gutter runner, I believe he's in range for this touchdown. Yes, he is. So we may see him move up over there. Maybe get the blitz off. And then after that, move on through. So this touchdown might be incoming right now for the Skaven team. We'll see how he's going to set up. If he can maybe screen off these guys here in the backfield, then that'd be great. But it looks like, no, he's going to be able to get there. Skaven, gutter runner, sure feet with that sprint. Look how fast he goes. Holy crap. He's so fast. Get that touchdown. 1-1. Ratonia strikes back. But will he be able to win this game? Bretonnian team's looking pretty good. With all those injuries on the Skaven team, it absolutely cuts down his chances here. Just wanted to get into the semifinals. Just wanted to get into the money. Hey, 100 euros. That's still pretty good. Oh, man. But I don't know if this is going to be possible now. We'll see. Skaven team. He needs to have something, but no ball hawk. He still has the +1 in strength guy, but how much does he want to risk him? If he risks him and puts him in there to try to pry the ball out from the cage, then he may get hit and he will get fouled and he may lose out on one of his best guys. What he needs at this point is a blitz. He needs to play for a blitz at this point because otherwise, once the Bretonnian team cages up, it's going to be nigh impossible to get through and pop that ball out. It has been done though. But still, oh, no blitz here. Both teams, though, is going to get a re-roll. As long as he does not flub this pickup, I think the Bretonnian team pretty much gets the big W here. And that ball was, unfortunately, did not get kicked well enough. That is the bad thing about not having a kick line rat, and that's one of the things you kind of need for a Skaven team as well. Get that kick line rat so that you can kind of angle the ball where you want it to go, and then you can line up your team in such where you can take advantage of where the ball lands and perhaps get a blitz, perhaps get the ball failures on the pickups. Sure hands ain't no sure. Get the KO there though, he's looking pretty good. Bretonnian team, with each rat that falls, is just a step closer to winning this whole thing here and then getting a little bit closer to the championship. Whoever wins this match is going to be guaranteed at least 100 euros from here on out. What's that? Just all you got to do is get 2 little bitty wins, just 2 small itty bitty wins, and then you're in the money. Can you get that ball pick up? No problem. Ooh, he's going to get the handoff here even. He's got that catch ability, so not too risky. But still, as I said before, all the Skaven team needs is a small sliver, just a glimmer of hope, and he'll jump in there and quite possibly turn it the other way. But with another foul there, we'll get the KO. And Skaven team needs to get aggressive. Oh, he's going to get back there, so he may be able to get a blitz off here. It's going to be a 2-die blitz even because he's got the +1 in strength. Oh, he's going to get knuffled there. Back-to-back ones. Unfortunately, won't be able to get back there. That's the only thing that would have stopped him. He's got 2 heads, and so that's a +1 to dodge. Would have been able to get the blitz off. Would have been a 2-die blitz even, and even has another gutter runner that could have followed up to maybe get to the ball, as long as the ball scatter didn't go to this awful place or anything like that. But still, he had a shot. Oh gosh, Bretonnian team almost lets that one slip by him. And as I said, all the Skaven team needed was a small glimmer, and that was it. And oh, he's going to be gearing up for the foul. Does not want this gutter runner still in the game. As long as this gutter runner still draws breath, Bretonnian team is always in danger to just lose this game. Yeah, I mean, it looks bleak right here, but all he needs is just a small opening, and that's it. I mean, that's absolutely it. Just needs to get right here, and just right here, and he can easily score it. Here's the foul. Lineman. Why not? Get that boot in. Doesn't even matter if he gets fouled out there as long as he causes an injury. Should just be guaranteed injury roll. And it's just going to be a KO. But still, that will reduce the chances here. Bretonnian team does have a real good shot. Now, he's got the bottom of the half, so if he holds it to turn 16 and scores it, he will win it 2-1. Cannot allow the Skaven team to have a chance on offense. I just saw at the end of the first half just how almost easy it was for him to set up for that one-turn touchdown. Sure, he's going to need probably most of the KO guys to come back, but still, as long as he gets them back, he'll be okay. And if it somehow goes to overtime, then the Skaven team does still have a shot. So not out of the woods yet, Bretonnian team, but it's looking good. For those of you out there playing the Skaven team, you guys have seen this so many times. Loads of red crosses over your heads, loads of bells as well. These kind of games gonna happen, and you can't beat yourself up over it. Skaven team just so much offensive potential. Bretonnian team, 4 more turns left to score it. Still needs to get down these blitzes. Ideal situation is just to clear the field, force the end turns. That's the only real way that you can guarantee yourself to win this game. Here comes the piling on Mighty Blow, and you're darn sure if this doesn't cause an injury, he's going to follow that up with another foul here, but not going to be able to do so. He's going to surround up this gutter runner. He does have a small chance here. He can blitz this ball carrier down, get the 2 red die block, and hope that 1 in 36 happens with the dice roll. And he needs 2 defender downs, and unfortunately not going to get it. Oh, just a small chance. It's a small chance in hell to get it right. 1 in 36, it never happens when you really need it. Oh, Lord. Well, that pretty much is it. He should get the blitz in on the final gutter runner, and he should be able to get him down. Does still have that tackle, Bretonnian team, with a knight. Oh, gosh. We should see a blitz here. And there's just no way out of this. He's going to get the foul off even as well. Gutter runner. You need to make the miracle happen. But there might not be any miracles. No miracles today. Here goes the blitz. 3 die block even. We'll get the defender down die. And we'll be able to put him on the ground. He's already being surrounded up now for the foul incoming. And once that rat is gone, it is GG's all around, guys. Again, guys, don't go away. We are watching along here. We're going to be continuing our coverage with Ducky versus the Honey Cricket. Gives the foul in. Pretty much a guaranteed injury. At this point, Skaven team's like, just get the KO or something. No stuns. Oh, it will be a stun. But at this point, Skaven just going to be passing the turns. Bretonnian team just going to continue laying in the boot. And there is the foul being called on him. Another stun here. Look at that. Now all the stuns are coming. Throughout the game, it's been pretty much been lots of ouch injuries. But now turn 16. No more fouls. If he fouls and gets called again. Oops. But Debaser paying attention. 2-1. Bretonnian team's going to get the W here. And after round 7, as you saw there, injuries rolling in there. Too many guys basing up the Bretonnian team at the end, and unfortunately going to pay for it. Only 32 blocks, so the Debaser really didn't put that many blows in there. But when he did, 7 KOs, 3 injuries, and had a pair of kills, but one of them was turned over to the niggling injury. 24 blocks for the Skaven team. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Why get guard when you're only going to get the 20, maybe 30 blocks in per game? It's just, why do that? I don't know, but maybe with guard, and he maybe had the offensive possession, he might have gotten a couple more in, but still, it's just not really worthy for the picking. I see on the brackets there, Ratonia is going to fall, and we'll go down 2-1 here. Actually, 2 votes on Ratonia. And my picks have just been not very good this season, but that's really because we had lots of new coaches into the Champions Cup, and I'm not exactly sure how they're going to play. So after this tournament, and if they come into future tournaments, then I'll be able to know and see and recognize how good they really are, and so we'll have a better prediction here. Next up though, Ducky, the Great Green Wall of the Or team, will be taking on Horny Cricket's Cricket So Horny, the Lizard team. We are going to momentarily stop this cast so I can put up the new titles. Don't you guys go away out there. Hey, how you doing, Purist? You feeling alright, buddy? Hey, you know you are, man. You know you are. So I'm gonna be right back. Don't you guys go away. We're gonna cover one more Blood Bowl game after this.